Guys, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the Cornercade, guys. We are chilling and chatting on the Let's Go show on this Thursday night. A lot of cool, exciting stuff to talk about, as always. I mean, we wouldn't have a show if there wasn't stuff to talk about, guys. But before we get into all of the topics tonight, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat, guys. Let me bring you guys up real quick. We got a Zero Redux in the building, and 100%, man, you can't get hyped without a beat. 100%. That's why I made the beat and the synth wave music to introduce my show here tonight. Fred Burner's in the house saying, "Let's go. Here we go." That's right, man. Didn't even deal with it. I mean, I was like a minute late. I was trying to configure some stuff, but I do appreciate you stopping by. He's a man on time. He's a man on a mission here. Lethal Wolf is in the house saying, "Let's go, guys." Hey, guys, what's going on, man? Lethal Wolf, thank you for stopping by tonight. We got Dark Realm Gaming in the house saying, "Let's do this. Let's go." Calvin Wong is in the building. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by as well. Let's see what else we got here. Stupid Fat Hobbits in the house. Never seen a countdown count up. That's new. Yeah, when I was making that video, I couldn't get it to count down, so it only counted up. Whatever. I rolled with it. That's all you can do, right? Dark Realm saying, "Bump it, let's bump it." James hates everything in the building. I'm suddenly very tired. We'll try to stay up, man. Try to stay up for at least an hour to hang out and watch show. Otherwise, you can take a nap and catch us on the replay. That's what it's there for. OTG is in the building. Damien is definitely one of the biggest OneUp shows, along with Godly, and I would even throw OTG in that mix too. He loves Arcade1up, trust me. Daryl is in the building saying hello, man. What's going on, man? Let's see what else we got. Chrissy is in the house. Let's motherfucking go. That's right, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, Chrissy. Prince Viddy's in the building. How you doing, man? We got Rich in the house. Let's go. That's right, man. Let's go. There it is. Godly. Godly is in the house. Yo, OTG loves his OneUp. Definitely, man. Those three, they just can't get enough of Arcade1up. You thought I loved Arcade1up. Jeez Louise. I mean, when it comes to those guys, it's a whole nother level. Well, that's it. We caught everybody up. We got 35 people in the building, guys. Please, as always, give this video a like if you haven't already. I mean, it really helps support the channel. Something so simple goes such a long ways, guys. We are on the road to 2K. Can you believe it? I literally feel like we just had our, big 1K subscriber show where we had a bunch of home arcade YouTubers on. It was really, really fun. I got a chance to have people on for the first time that, I never had streamed with or anything, but in such a short time, um, we have gone from this to that. So it's unbelievable now that we're already talking, we're talking 2K almost. So we're getting there, guys. We're making the push. We're at 1730, and I need like 370 subs. We're almost there, guys. We are almost there. So what I would like for you guys to do as a home arcade community, help get the name out there, share the stuff on Facebook, like tell your friend to subscribe, tell anybody, hey, go check out Danny at the Corner Cage. Just hit the subscribe button. You don't even have to turn on notifications or anything. That would be really, really cool. Breaking news right out of the gate, guys. Let's hit it. All right, Lethal Wolf is coming in hot with a super sticker of a microphone. 199 super chat. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. We always appreciate it. And it's guys like you that support the channel, that watch, that give the likes, that we're able to do fun and cool shit in arcade and our home arcade to bring to you guys. So one of the big topics tonight is modding. We're modding, guys. Arcade1up's not coming out with new stuff as of yet. So it's time to keep the interest at a good level, and it's time for us to mod. And me and my wife have gotten really into it, and it's really exciting, guys. We want to take it in the next level to do to get more games on the arcade. That'll be the next mod. But that's one of the topics to talk about tonight. So thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. Darren Kang is in the building. Says, once again, you made a typo. The Simpsons wasn't on sale for $1.39. It was actually $1.39. I wish it was $1. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if all of the OneUps were just like, $150, $100? Insane. It would be insane. That's I feel like that's what they're worth at the end of the day. And then you can put all the fun stuff into mod them and make them better. We got Intel Maxwell or Maxell in the house saying, I missed that big sale on The Simpsons. So disappointed. I can't believe it. Keep trying, my guy. Never say never until it's fully out of stock. We were lucky enough to pick up one right when I placed the order. I got it from, I got caught wind of it from half a dozen who ordered it, put in the Discord chat and said, hey, I got this great deal on Simpsons. It's an in store purchase only. And I was like, hey, bet, let me check it out. Checked it out, got my own. One second, guys. I just noticed my wife gave me the Minnie Mouse cup. That's so funny. I love you, honey. But I made the in-store purchase and I'm like, dude, I got to make a video about this. I got to let the community know because it's not advertised on their website or their app. So I didn't realize, I mean, that video did pretty well. I should have done that for Terminator 2 when I knew that inside scoop of 315 and Turtles when it was like 300. But next time, guys, if there's a good sale and it's only in store only, I will definitely let you guys know. But let me know, it's one of the topics I want to talk about. Let me know, guys, in the chat, hit a 1 in the chat if you were able to capitalize on that Simpsons deal. Hit a 2 if you thought it was bologna sausage, because it was very interesting when I did post up that video. And, a lot of the community, I want to say like maybe 75-85% of it was like, oh, it's a good deal. Bet, let me order it. And then there's like a 25% that was just kind of like, oh, that's BS. That's not even a real thing. It's just a bunch of hogwash. Because it was real. And some, just based on where it's coming from. So when I ordered mine, it came from Minnesota. I live in Wisconsin. It got to my house next day. I was like shocked. They were like, get rid of this thing. Take the Simpsons, please. But it was very, very interesting how fast it came. I've never gotten a OneUp that fast in my life. And then other people, there's different, I would assume that there's different warehouses that these Simpsons are coming from. So they're not all coming out of Minnesota, I would assume. I don't know. But the Simpsons is going to be one of our modding projects that we want to get into when we talk about modding. Let's see how everybody's doing. Brett, hit that like button. That's right, man. Hit that like button, guys. I'm telling you, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. Yeah, that's all I can say, man. It helps. It really does help support the channel. Obviously, if you're not subscribed to the Corner Cave, please do so. What are you waiting for? Let's see. We got there's a lot of conversation with Godly and Damien and OTG. I mean, if you guys want to come on, we can talk OneUp if you want to do that, guys. Like number 17. Thank you, T Prez. Thank you, my guy. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, like I missed out on those like $50 Star Wars cabs. Like that would have been dope. Like anything. We could have, now that we can mod, we could have turned it into anything we wanted to. Glairzilla, did you already set up Simpsons? Great question. Okay, let me do this, guys. We're kind of backtracking here, but you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna give the people what they want here. Let me go ahead and share something. I gotta redo something real quick because we had some stuff in order. I was actually prepped and ready to go today. So let me share something else with you guys. Okay. So here is, let me bring you guys down real quick so everybody can see what's going on here. Here is the Simpsons cab. this is about as hodgepodge and that you can get with this thing. So let me just go into some detail here, okay? So let's start up at the top here. Obviously, we're going to be replacing this with a Joe Sabos marquee, but I got to be honest with you, that's not even ordered yet. That's not even ordered yet, guys. Like, we're going to wait for that one until we get some of the beef done first on this thing. So if you want to scroll down here, get the screen. I haven't even actually turned this thing on yet, so it hasn't even gotten to that point. Control panel's not there. You say, why? Come on now. It's a 4-player. We're making it a 2-player. That has already been ordered from 99 Lives Arcade. So I think it was like $117 to bring that into the Corner Arcade, and he's making that. I would assume it would probably get here like a month and a half. Believe it or not, guys, we've made waves. He's got a ton of orders now. Courtesy of us putting out videos on the 2-player control panel mod. So he's gotten a lot of activity. Greg over at 99 Lives, go check him out if you haven't. And I definitely, he, piggybacked, like, hey, he needed some help with his website. I said, hey, you got to make it more simplistic. Because I was even asking him for the link because I didn't even know how to order stuff off there. It's very kind of confusing. He kind of honed it down a little bit, said he's going to improve it. I kind of wanted to have it sorted by tab. So if you want to like mod the Simpsons, you'd have all the Simpsons mods under that tab. so you can easily find that control panel because not all control panels fit with each other. So going down here, you see that there's a kick plate missing. We got some coin doors in here. So the original Simpsons comes with the yellow coin doors that are on there, the yellow door coin doors. So what we did was we took those off. I took this back panel that you see here, and I donated it to the X-Men. We're gonna get a new back panel because the X-Men one, I had the logos on it. We're making it a deluxe, so we're taking those logos off, and it wasn't like a true black. It was like an off gray black that I've showed you the pictures on the community tab. If you guys are members of the page, again, 99 cents to become a member for the month. You'll see a ton of behind the scenes stuff that we're doing. So I always post anything community tab related, usually goes straight to the members. But yeah, so we have now those X-Men coin doors here. So those are gonna be ready to go. Now, my wife wants to light them up. So I know I want to say may or may not light them up. I probably will be lighting them up. So right now they're just chilling there for right now. We got all the balls and the screws and everything like that in this baggie. Make sure everything's safe and sound. Now we're going to be getting a new kick plate panel here, and we'll put those coin doors in. So they won't have the yellow tint; they'll have the red tint to them, and they'll look a lot better, kind of matching everything else. And then they'll probably be lit up as well. Getting down to the bottom here. This is a GI Joel riser. It's a seamless, or I won't say seamless, but it's an inline riser. So this was obviously on a riser, but we got rid of that, and now it's on this inline riser that he makes himself. And we're gonna have to vinyl this. So this part just comes like spray paint matte black kind of thing. So to match this kick plate up here, we're gonna have to get some vinyl to wrap it over this brown ledge, so you can't see that either when the kick plate is there because I think there's a little spacing right there, and then this will be shiny too. We'll pop off this T molding. This was originally for Blitz, but because of the Simpsons deal, I was like, shit, like I wanted to raise this a little bit. Let's put it on this riser. And Joel's gonna send me some yellow T molding for here, so that'll be really cool. I'll pop this purple T molding off, and we'll put yellow on there, and then we're gonna be cooking on all burners and cooking with some fire here. So that'll be really cool. This is like a project cab right now. It's just sitting to the left of me, and it's going to need a lot of love. Like I said, this control panel we should have, I want to say maybe like in a week, and I'll do updates on this cab as they trickle in. We'll definitely do a video on the control panel switch. And we're also going to do buttons, I believe, as well. So we'll switch these guys out for some industrial Lorenzo buttons. I was really pleased with our X-Men mod with that. So yeah, that'll be really cool. But we'll probably vinyl this once we order that off of Amazon, and then we'll have the kick plate. So those two things should be coming, I want to say, in like within the next 2 weeks, and then this control panel will come. Now, the big thing about this Simpsons one that I'm actually going to need help with the community on this one. Now, I know I've seen some videos, watched some stuff, but I'm not like a ROM guy when it comes to like clicking, dragging on the folder on the computer. I have zero clue what I'm doing. Apparently you can soft mod this thing. So one of the benefits of getting this Simpsons cab was that you could do so. So like we're talking about Sunset Riders, we're talking about Cowboys and Moo Mesa, we're talking about having the Simpsons beat them up, TMNT on there. I need help from the community on how to do this, where to go, what to do. That would be dope. So I would love to have all those games on there because I just don't have room for turtles or anything like that. And as Julio Hernandez says here, he says, "Hey Danny, how many more cabs can fit in the arcade?" Well, there you go. We're maxed out. Now I had the Simpsons here. I don't know if I love it. That's not gonna stay here. We're gonna get an NBA 2-player control panel. Should be arriving any day now. We're gonna be able to squeeze NBA Jam into the row that's actually in front of me. And then we'll probably be tapped out. I did move my drink shelf. That was it gave us like 6 more inches or whatever. I put that over by next to Star Wars because it goes behind the door there. We tried actually taking the door off to see if we could fit another arcade in. It just didn't work, guys. I couldn't get my computer chair in because I pulled this streaming setup out of here so we can play the arcades and have fun. But I couldn't fit the streaming setup in. It just didn't work. So it kind of stinks because we lost the space, but it's okay. We made a space over here, and then we'll kind of be tapped out. I have some duplicate arcades like a Joust and a Shinku Hadouken that I would love to kind of part ways with, because we have duplicates of everything. J Cuts, yeah. Where is Smash TV? That's a great question, man. Let's see here. Zodrider, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. He said, let's go. That's right, man. Let's go, dude. OTG with a question here. Let me not cover myself up. There we go. Says, where's the cash box to go with the coin door? Oh, never mind. People are supposed to act like the door is cool without one. I'm a little lost, my guy. I'm a little lost. The cash box to go with the coin door. Help me, OTG. Help me figure that one out. James States everything says it's super easy. Just follow my online tutorial. It's on YouTube, including links to the ROM packs. Oh, okay. Well, this is a little bit exciting because you're gonna be. This is. It's funny because like X-Men was like my wife's baby, but I want to make Simpsons great. I want to do the soft mod because I think it'd be really, really dope. Um, that's what I think. I want to get some value out of this Simpsons cab, even though I'd rather have the Simpsons in here than let's say like Joust. And I know you guys would be like crazy, but the Simpsons would be a new game. So Simpsons Bowling and the Beat 'em Up is different from a copy clone of what I already have in behind me. So that's that, guys. That is the Simpsons project that we're gonna have, and we'll do videos on that, like I said. Um, Writer says, seriously, duplicates are bogus. Get rid of anything you already got, bro. Yeah, 100%. Like when we first were doing that, we got good deals on stuff, so we're like, hey, let's do it. Let's have fun. It was cool playing it, but the now that like hopefully new stuff will be coming, we're kind of prepping for that now. I would even part with one of my Fast and Furious cabinets if like a cool racer came out, or it doesn't even have to be a racer. If a cool arcade came out, I wouldn't mind it, honestly. Like, me and my wife get to play with each other and we had fun. My kids will probably hate it because they love playing those together. Retro Roofer says $4.99 Golden Tee at Nebraska. Corner Cade, you bringing that to the Cade? 100%, man. I'm probably one of the few that I'm actually very excited about Golden Tee Deluxe. They effed up on the XL with the screen, and that's all that needs to be said about that. Um, so I'm really happy that the Gen 1 3/4 scale is getting literally like a massive upgrade, like a massive, massive upgrade with that. There's a lot of cool things coming, and it's a nice form factor. You get the coin door on there. It's just really cool stuff. The BOE monitor back in the building. So I'm really excited to bring that to the corner, Katie. And I'm gonna have to either sell Joust or Shinku Hadouken to kind of bring it in here. So we're gonna have to definitely do something. We're gonna have to make some moves to bring that in because we definitely want to bring that in. But yeah, that's definitely coming. Prince Vinny says, "Hey, when you make the new control panel from 99 Lives, please tell him to add to his site. I want to see what it could look like." Yeah, he's definitely going to do that. So, you'll definitely see it. It'll be cool stuff. I told him he's like, because he doesn't have pictures of everything. I say, hey, if you want to send me anything that you make, I will do a video on it, and then you'll have your picture. That'd be a great deal. Okay, so with Simpsons out of the way, we're gonna try to soft mod that, like I said. So there's gonna be a lot of things happening to that. Right now, it's bare and naked, and it's depressed. But I would love. And Jay Cut says, Burger Time Deluxe has a good sound to it, doesn't it? I wouldn't mind it. I probably wouldn't get it. Um, now that that would be an arcade that, like, if I had a furnished basement, I could fit like 50 of them in there. Yeah, throw Burger Time to the collection. It's a new game. Have at it, Hoss. You know what I'm saying? But with limited space, I gotta kind of be picky and choosy. Oh, by the way, I do have a buyer for the Star Wars behind me. So anytime I want to sell that, I'm good to go. I might upgrade to the new Star Wars with like the coin door, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm kind of on the fence about that. Okay, so that was mod phase one. So let me bring this down. Okay, see where we're at here. Okay. Let me share. Let's bring you guys down real quick. Let me share. This project is now completed. I want to show you guys kind of like the before and after. So as you see here, guys, let me zoom in here. We have the standard X-Men kick plate here with the the logos on here. These are the standard coin doors that come with it. It looks great. We add the Joe Sables marquee literally day and night. It's like one of the best upgrades I've done to each and every one of my cabinets. And then we have the 99 Lives 2-player control panel. So that was looking just phenomenal. So here's the shot here. And this is what I mean by like it's off. You can see like this is the right black vinyl. Like G.I. Joel got this right. By the way, this is a G.I. Joel inline riser. So you can kind of see that. So it takes it and makes it a deluxe. I do wish that the cabinet was like an inch higher. That's stuff that I discussed with Joel about. It raises the cabinet about a half an inch. So it's on par with what you're getting here. The difference is like right here. So that's a half an inch difference right there. But with something like X-Men, it needs to just be just another like solid inch to get up to where the other marquees are. But it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. It's still really, really great and really playable. So here, right here is that like the black vinyl. And here you can tell it's like an off, like when the light hits it, it's like an off, like gray, black, whatever the case may be. There's your Arcade1up standard stock coin doors that are going to go on the Simpsons. Now, the finished product, guys. So this is the kind of like the before. Here's the after. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. This thing is looking absolutely gorgeous. So we actually just finished this, I want to say an hour before the show. I had to do some Dremel cutting here on the back plate because we had to modify this. Wasn't too hard. Wasn't too hard. I will say that. You got your Dremel tool and you just cut into it and give that big box behind you some room. But these are official Arcade1up Deluxe coin doors. They light up. Along with that inline riser, we got the new vinyl from the Simpsons kick plate on there. So you can kind of see here, looking absolutely gorgeous. Like that's what it's about, man. That's kind of like that day and night difference right there. So you take that to this. I think X-Men is complete, guys. There's not much more we can do to it. I think this was a great. Oop, I clicked out of here. My bad. Let me click back down. I think this was a great project that I was able to show. We in the Corner K were able to show you guys from start to finish. Really cool stuff, man. This is one of my favorite cabs now. It really is. And we're gonna do the same kind of thing to Simpsons. And the biggest thing, once it's cosmetically taken care of and done by us, we need the soft mod that for sure. Like that's gonna be something that I want to do. Mrs. CC, if you're listening, you're definitely gonna have to help out with that. Mrs. CC is like the modder of all modders right here. Without her support and help, there's no way any of this could have been done. But I really love the touch of the coin doors here, like the official Arcade1up, chrome badging. It looks awesome, guys. Let me see what everybody says in the chat here. Let's scroll up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here we go. No. Okay, OTG says, why is there 4 coin slots for 2 players? Well, unfortunately, we couldn't control that because the holes were already made. But I will say this, that there's 2 coin door slots for Galaga, and that's only a 1 player. There's 2 coin door slots for Centipede, but it's only a 1 player. I always wondered that myself, but yeah, I still love it. I still love it. You won't steal the thunder on that one. It still looks great. C Norris says, looks very good. Great job. Thank you, man. This is our first shot at modding. And I think it turned out really, really good, to be quite honest with you. The Garage Gamer is here. That's right. Just go with it. Roll with it, man. Yeah, I guess it would have been interesting. It would have been interesting to do like a new panel, take one of the coin doors off. It would have been nice actually, because I needed like a Y splitter. I ordered this like 3-way splitter and it was too big. So I'd actually take this splitter that was from NBA Jam and move it to X-Men. So right now NBA Jam only has 1 coin door lit. So I got to get a new one of those. Zero Redux, yeah. We're going to see about that. We're going to see what's up with that. That's something we might look into the future. It's going to be smashed between 2 cabs, so you never see it. But that's something my wife wants to do that for sure. See North. Yeah, I mean, we just rolled with it. I like it. Yeah, it would have been really interesting though, just to do the 1 coin door at the panel. but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. Um, and we're gonna sell the old the Simpsons coin doors, guys. So if anybody's interested, we're gonna sell those. Again, we'll use that money to help maybe light the coin doors up or something. Mrs. Corner Kate is listening and she's got the googly eyes. Do you like what that cab looks like? I know that's your baby. Prince Minnie, do you need to drill holes for the lights in the deluxe coin door, or is it kind of integrated? So for this panel, because it was the Simpsons, we definitely had to do some Dremel drilling. I had to drill. If you go into this coin door right here, I probably had to drill anywhere from like, oh, actually here. So the badging is held together by 3 screws. So I literally had to drill, like, get a Dremel cut this line right here, all the way up to here. So I had to make a big opening. So this would fit, and then this big box that's behind here. Anybody that's had a light up coin door stock from Arcade1up knows that there's a big box behind here, but all that had to get cut out. It's very, very easy, guys. If you've ever used a Dremel drill before, it was my first time and it was pretty easy. You just, trace the lines and you're good to go. All right, let's bring that guy down. Let's bring you guys back in the house. Devastator Omega says, any plans for Best Buy to sell what is the Nova and the Quinba 2009? I've never seen those, so I don't have any interest. Let me know what that is. Let's see here. Zodrider says, time to make some changes to those cabinets. No need for unnecessary coin doors. That's great. I love it, guys. Yeah, I could. I mean, that's gonna be, I don't know. That's gonna be a lot of work, I feel like. I think less is more. I wanted to stay with. Julio Hernandez says, is the X-Men control deck straight or does it sit on an angle? So those ones were made straight. And 99 Lives has to make it to where the side panels are. So like you could essentially, so this one comes straight. There's the answer to your question. You could essentially cut like at an angle to make it an angle. I've seen people do that with the Killer Instinct. So that's certainly something you could do. That's way above my modding head though. I couldn't do that. Boof Man says you can buy coin doors directly from OneUp, $15 non-lighted or $30 lighted with a Y cable plus shipping. Just ordered some a few days ago. 100%. We let the community know that. I think that's a pretty good deal for what it is. They didn't come with a Y cable though. I wonder if I don't think they do. Ours didn't at least. Maybe you got to say that. Maybe you got to specify. Um, oh, that's the godly desk. That's so funny. You guys would have to come out to like enlighten me on that. So apparently this is like some desk that has like a arcade buttons and sticks in it. Yeah, you'd have to enlighten me on that. I just heard through you guys about that. I don't actually know. Zodrider says it would be worth the work, Danny. It will bother you over time. Oh, you talking about like the one coin door? I don't know. I don't have. When I was doing it, I'm like, it looks great. I had no preservations because again, there are 2 coin slots on a single player cab. So like, I was just used to it, I guess. Boofman said my order details said Y cable. Haven't gotten them. Okay. Devastator Omega says, I have a feeling retail stores will clear out any leftover inventory of OneUp at super low prices during Thanksgiving week. That'd be dope. I'd be all over that. Wild Child is in the building. What's up, bro? Thank you, man. Always working, but listening in. I'm glad I can enlighten you and entertain you on this Thursday night, my guy. Mrs. Cornercade says, it crossed my mind, but I let it go. Now it's bothering me again. Guys, you're stirring up the pot here. You're stirring up the pot. Don't be doing this. We just finished X-Men. OTG, Nova Blast Danny. Shake my head. What is Nova is the Unico Candy. I know that. Oh, I didn't know that that was what that was short for. I mean, we should scroll all the way up. Where was that comment? Now it's gonna be way up there. Um, I don't see it. I'm not gonna be able to find it. It's gonna be way too. It's gonna be way too all over. I can't find it, guys. Yes, I don't know about the desk with the gaming stick in it and the buttons, but I do know about the Unico Nova Blast. Come on now. Come on now. Sodwriter, quit the stream and go back to work. No, I'm good. I'm on vacation for 7 days, guys. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you, OTG. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Nova. There we go. Okay, Devastator Omega. Thank you. I didn't know it was a Nova Blast. So I don't know. I don't know. The desk doesn't really do anything for me. Like it'd be cool if you didn't have anything and you were like at your computer desk anyways. It's cool integration, 100%. But I got a whole room of like arcades. Like I wouldn't. That's not like because then my kids are gonna want to like sit on my lap and like it just they're just gonna want to f shit up for lack of a better word. So it's not. It's not. I don't know. It's not ideal. Like it'd be fine if you were just with your girl or whatever and you were playing 100%. But yeah, yeah. Wasn't that like a grand or something? Um. So we were supposed to do some stuff. We're gonna go to the zoo. That's one thing we're gonna do. When it's supposed to be like 60 on like Monday, and it's been like snowing and raining for the past like 4 days. Um, but yeah, we got a zoo pass. So we're gonna go to the zoo. We're gonna actually go. So there were plans, and Mrs. Cornercade, you can help explain this here. There were plans to go to the Midwest Gaming Classic on Saturday. Those plans have kind of fallen through. Guys like Travis, OTG, weren't gonna go at all. We wanted to go because it was a good opportunity to, hang out with the guys, have fun, and game right. And it's like $50 per ticket, so it'd be like $100 for me and my wife to go. And then I obviously get like food or drink or anything else kind of thing. So we took a look at this and said, hey, why don't we just go to like the arcade and have some fun? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the arcade for literally an eighth of the price. It's gonna be $40 kind of thing. I can still take the family out for a steak dinner. So we're gonna do that. We'll stream. We won't stream that, but if you guys want to check us out on Saturday, go to the Arcade Menominee Falls. We'll be there hanging out. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do because I might take them tomorrow too. Mrs. Corner Kid says I blame Travis. Yes, this was Travis's idea in the first place. Yes, James hates everything. PD7's gonna go. I think he's literally gonna go for like 2 hours just to get footage down, and then he's gonna book it out of there. I know Quarterdeck Arcade's gonna go. James hates everything. I'll be there. James, didn't you say somebody from Arcade1up was gonna be there? Am I wrong? Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop. Wild Child says, "Hey, nothing wrong with that for sure. I wish we had a cool arcade here in Buffalo." Yeah, see now, Mrs. Cornercade is heartbroken. You're saying Track and Field Stupid Fat Hobbit is going to be released by Father's Day, just a hunch. James hates everything. No, Arcade One Up will not be there, but Raw Thrills will be. Well, that'd be kind of neat. Brent, thank you. Thank you. Like, I want to highlight this real quick. Thank you. We got 60 people in here, but only 16 likes, guys. Hit that refresh. What are you guys doing? Just hit the like, man. It helps support the channel. Let me refresh it to see if our counts are accurate here. Let's see what we got going on. Boom, 21 so far. 21. Let's go, guys. We can get there. We can get there. Fret Burner says that arcade near you is dope, Danny. Yeah. So there's like 2 arcades that are near me. The Vintage Vault I want to test out, but they're only open, guys, 3 days a week. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's it. So I like never have those days off. So we can never kind of really get out there. But the arcade is dope. Arcade is dope. Miss Corner Cake can attest to this. We've been there a couple times. The kids love it. Like, my daughter was like, "Daddy, I want to go to the arcades." And she knows which one she's talking about. She ain't talking about the corner cage. She wants to go to the arcade. And I'm like, you know what? Like, how do you say no for that? I mean, Jesus. She wants to have her 4th birthday party there. She requested unicorns, pink cake, and the arcade. Like, if that's not my daughter, I don't know what is, kind of thing. Like, that's dope. So we were definitely excited about that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. C North, Mrs. EC should have laid down the charm on Travis. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot for Travis to come out. It's like $1,000 for a plane ticket one way, unless he's gonna stay here. Travis, are you just gonna get a job in Wisconsin, kind of thing? Yeah, I mean, Julio. So we looked at it and we were like, okay, we could go to the Midwest Gaming Classic. Like, there's gonna be a ton of people there on Saturday. Whatever. Like, we'll walk around, kind of enjoy the festivities. I could do a quick, tour video and just fast forward it, do cool effects. But I'm like, wait, it's $100 to get in there. I literally could go to the Garcade and a steak dinner at Roadhouse, and it would be the same price. And we could even bypass the Roadhouse. I mean, I plan on taking. Oh, I forgot to mention on Tuesday, guys, it's $5 movies at the Marcus Majestic Theaters. I plan on taking the family to see Ghostbusters. So don't ruin anything if you've seen it. So that'll be another thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do something every day. I was hopeful that we could get the 99 Lives control panel, the NBA Jam one, in. I was like, come on, I should message Greg and see what's up. I know he's got a lot of business now. Speaking of a lot of business, by the way, G.I. Joel. G.I. Joel told me that he's got 7 orders now from us at the Cornercade making the videos. So it was very, very exciting. He's like, I'm gonna be a busy man since we did that tutorial video. I should message Joel because there's no instructions that come with this. Not like there really needs to be, but it's always helpful. I should urge Joel to put that video that we made building it onto his website so people can like get a direct link to show you, because we go through the video and we show you how to build it. That might be a good idea. Maybe I could do a fast one under like a minute kind of thing. Wild Child says we have this Asian place called Mitsuwa Cow Chow Dao. I definitely butchered that. That has a bunch of arcades on the second level, but that's like all we got here. I wish Real Vintage Arcade would open up here, or an arcade. 100%, man. It's fun. Like, it is fun. Like, it's so cool. Like, so when you have the arcade one ups, like the dynamo behind me, and I'm like, and I see like a real one, I'm like, oh, dude, like in real life, like that's what we have at home. Like, that's cool. Like, and then it's just better. It's like a part of history. You know what I'm saying? You go play it, and it's like it's fun. Um, Nothing beats it. You get like the thump and the bass from the machines. It's great. Yeah, always, man. That's right. Always. Yes, we're gonna maximize the fun. We want to have fun. I got 7 days off work. So want to have fun in the sun, and we're gonna do some stuff every single day. We're gonna try to do something. There might be a day or two where we just chill. I don't know. I'll try to bring you guys as much content as we can. James Hates Everything says Stern is also going and American Pinball. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Julio Hernandez says, how long did it take for you to receive your control deck from 99 Lives? The turnaround time is about 4 to 6 weeks. Did you order one for yourself? Let me know in the chat. Peter McNabb, I just sold my casino kit today. A guy who had 80 OneUp cabs, including 12 OneUp pinball tables, multiple of each crazy. I bet you he was one of the guys that got that like dope ass sale. God, 81 up cabs. Are you talking about like Bobby's Arcade World? Is that is that the guy that bought it? Because I know he has like every arcade one up. But I wonder if that's when that Attack from Mars was at like at 149 or something. If you bought all of them, then I missed out on that deal. That stinks. Yeah, thank you. I know I totally butchered that from the start. He's like laughing my fucking ass off. Great pronunciation there. Yeah, I mean, Fred Burner, I thought we were rocking it out at the corner arcade here with our 20 calves. Dude's got 80. Insane. OTG has a great comment. Corn Dog, what is John D's April announcement? Can you say, or are you under embargo? I'm not under embargo, and I can say, what do you think, chat, is John D going to come up with? Is he going to say that he bought iArcade, or will he say, did he buy Arcade1up? Oh my God. Can you imagine? I think he's doing something small. I think he's doing like a multi-cade thing with like an online store. That's what I would think would be coming. I don't think it'd be an arcade. I think it's gonna be like a fight deck stick. That's my prediction. Like one of those that you put on your lap and you can like buy games off it or something. Yeah, John D definitely owns something. He's up to something, guys. We're gonna find out. I mean, what, mid-April? Like what, 2 weeks away? Yeah, an Etsy store. That'd be funny. All right, guys. So we broke down the Simpsons, guys. Future plans for that. Definitely want to soft mod that 100% because I want to get some more additional games on there. Did anybody get the Simpsons? I saw a couple ones in the chat. Were you guys interested in it? That 139 price point. Um, I was really excited to get ours. I mean, we already sold the stool, so we sold the stool for $50. So what? I bought the cab for $89. I'm gonna try to sell the riser, see if that goes down a little bit low. Kevin Clausen, let's go. That's right, buddy. Let's go, dude. This is Cornercade. You heard it here. He's not gonna say anything. Mild Child says John D bought Arcade1up and Council Fanboy is his second in command. OTG, yes, like what you hinted. You mean that John D. Cade, like I said on your show months ago, 100%. He's got something going on in OTG. When I had him on the show, he definitely mentioned there's going to be something like that. That's just my, because think about it, guys. They bought there's, what was it called back in the day? They bought like the rights to do something like this where they could make an online store essentially. We all thought, oh, like MVSS cab kind of thing. Like, did Arcade1up get that? I wonder if John D kind of took that with him, like that idea. Yeah, so we'll end up, if we can sell the Simpsons riser, we'll end up getting this cab literally for like $50. Not even. I mean, that's worth it. I just got to be able to make room for it somewhere. I don't know where it's going. I definitely have to. I feel like I have to get rid of something. Like I don't like we're maxed out now, but I feel like I want to get. I want to get rid of something like a Joust or a Shinkuadoken. Let me think. So yeah. So X-Men is for the most part done. I think that's in a good start right there. And then we're gonna be working on the Simpsons. That'll be fun. OTG, I have inside info now. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's great. Let's see. So yeah. And I think those are like the big topics, guys. I mean, I can open it up to you guys in the chat on what you wanted to talk about. I wanted to catch you up, guys, up with like the modding scene and what we were going to be doing. Glairzilla says, "Are you buying X-Men 97?" No. Yeah, I think the only advantage of getting that would be like the no deck protector on it. Because as we saw from like the real photos that were posted, there was no deck protector on it. So that would be like the only real kind of like advantage to getting X-Men 97. Other than that, and obviously not having a riser to it, but I don't know. I don't know. Chad, is anybody here getting X-Men 97? Is that something that anybody's interested in? I like here, you can see behind me here. If I get out of the way, I like the NVC2 marquee. Like that's more nostalgia for me. Peter McNabb saying it's in Canada, no sales. Just got 80 cabs with multiples. 7 times marble pinballs, the same table 7 times to display different games on each. No sales. It was crazy. That's insane. Like Peter McNabb, you got to go back to this guy's house and you got to get some pictures or something. Like that's absolutely insane. I mean, it's so insane. It's probably more insane than this $4.99 super chat from Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, man. What's up, Cornercade? Let's go. Thank you, Ezekiel, so much for supporting the channel. And we're going to throw one of these guys at you. Thank you, as always, for supporting the channel, man. Really, really do appreciate it. Yeah, Fred Burner's like, I'm out. I'm not getting no X-Men 97 for this guy. I'm out of here. That's what I think. I mean, yeah, X-Men 97, no. It's just, I don't know. It's just, doesn't really do anything for me. Like, it shout out to the people that don't even have an arcade one up that are buying it, or the people that don't have MCC2 and like are saving like $100. Totally worth it then. Like, I love the feel of not having that plastic deck protector. Absolutely great stuff there. Um, Intel Maxwell says, you keep saying you're running out of room. I'm just curious how many cabs you have. I have 20. We have 20 cabs now. So we got 20 cabs in the corner cave. Technically speaking, guys, want to get technical here with you. I could fit 2 more arcades in here. So we have like a center stack. I wish I could show you. We have like a center stack coming down this way, right? It's coming down this way. I'm right next to here. I'm right next to Time Crisis. So like it's literally in arm's reach of me. Um I could just bump my streaming stuff over a little bit and you might see like a cabinet like right here. Like it wouldn't be the most prettiest backdrop that I have now, but technically I could fit 2 more in. Um and I might. I might. It depends on if it's worth it. Like if they come out, if Arcade One Up comes out with something beefy, John D comes out with something that's worth it. If New Wave Toys comes out with a 3/4 scale or something, like now we're talking, 100%. Fireside Arcade. Did I bump it too loud for you guys? That's what happens when we super chat around here. Let's go. So Zodrider is buying X-Men 97. I'm trying to collect like Danny and collect duplicates. Are you really gonna buy X-Men 97? Oh, Bootman. Oh, see, we're getting Bootman coming with some good questions here. So this is a great question. So why would you consider selling Star Wars? Maybe getting the newer version? Is the only difference the coin doors? Does the newer Star Wars have Wi-Fi, leaderboards out? I wish it did. My big concern is that Arcade One Up is going to come out with Atari Star Wars Deluxe, and I'm going to kick myself for buying the one that I want to get right now. So the new one has a light up coin door, and that's kind of like what the direction that we're moving in now. We're lighting everything up. The new one has just continuous artwork, so it's a little bit more sexy looking, but the main gist is just a coin door. I think it has black tea molding, so it looks little bit more badass. I would love to do that mod where you have the 3D printed bezel that you kind of stick on there. That would be really really dope. I would love to do that. You can get that off like an Etsy shop, but yeah, we're just kind of like you can see behind me, like there's no coin door. That's the last arcade without a coin door. Um, so yeah, it's Cornercade. Maybe if it's reskinned with an MVC2 marquee. But wouldn't that be weird having like Wolverine on the front then? I don't know. Chat, you tell me. Would it be weird to put an MVC2 marquee in the X-Men 97 cab? Now I love what Fox is doing. 19K Fox. He bought a Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe and he's reskinned that KI2. That thing is gonna be immaculate. It looks gorgeous already, and it's like in pieces all over the floor. Um Wild Child says, Danny, I still gotta say that Blitzcab still looks great with that new marquee. Yeah, it's dope, guys. Like the camera. So here's the thing, too. Little inside info. So I have an Elgato a face cam right now. They came out with the Mach 2, so the MK2 version of this cab. They call it the MK2. Isn't that funny? And they also have like a 4K version. So I plan on upgrading my camera in the future here. I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice because that thing looks gorgeous in person. Like Joe Sabos, if you guys have it, unbelievable. We also put the speaker grill covers on that thing too, and it just pops. And the 2-player control deck looks absolutely amazing, and I love it. The modding commences. I mean, Arcade One Up's not going to come out with stuff, then we're bringing back the old baby, and we're going to make it new again. OTG says, "What if John D teams up with Unico and brings a 26-inch big red? As long as Jong said anything is possible, that would be a dream. That would be dope. I mean, I'd be all for it. New, fun, new stuff, 100%. That would be really, really cool." Fred Burner says, "I'm in the same boat as regards to the newer Star Wars cab." Yeah, it's like, so I have a buyer for it. It's someone I work with. He's gonna buy it for $400. I feel like that's a fair deal. Um, and we'll see what happens. I want to. Wayfair's got to have it on sale though. Right now, I think it's like $5.99 or $6.99 or some crazy stuff. during the holidays, I actually had it in my cart. It was $411. I should have just pulled the trigger on it. I mean, if I could do a swap and just pay $10 to upgrade to the coin door, that's worth it, dude. You can't even buy the light up coin door off of Arcade1up. You need $20 more to do that. You need $30 to do it. P-Dubs Arcade Loft is in the house, man. What's going on? It says, if you own the original Star Wars cab, there is zero reason to buy the new one. Save your money. Well, that's what I'm saying. We're making a swap. I mean, if it's for $10, even $50, I feel like it's a little worth it just to get that continuous artwork, the black T molding trim there, and then the light up coin door. So that was kind of like the discussion we had. Again, like OneUp's not doing anything. This is the last cabinet behind me that doesn't have a coin door. And it's crazy. Me and my wife were like, when we got our first coin door, we were looking around, we're like, wow, like this is the only one that has a coin door. It looks weird. We first started collecting back in the day. Now it's almost going to be like, wow, this is the only one that doesn't light up, because we're lighting up all the coin doors and it looks really dope. OTG says, would you get an MK1 Chinese takeout skin if it got rehashed to Deluxe, Danny? I love the MK2 because as a child, that's what I grew up on. I told the story before on the channel real quick. My parents would take me and my brother, the family, out to Poochie's in Chicago and get 2 dogs, drink fries. Always got 2 dogs, even as a kid. I eat like a monster, just like my son does. Today, speaking of eating, guys, National Burrito Day. Did anybody capitalize on this, guys? Today was National Burrito Day. I got 2 burritos from Qdoba. I was stuffed. It was buy an entree, get a burrito free. So I got 2 of those. But as a kid, we were done. We would go play the like 5 arcade machines in there, and we just go like watch the attract mode. Sometimes I'll get a quarter to go play. But that's what I remember as a kid. So the MK2 skin was like really nostalgic for me. But OTG, I'm 100% with you on that one. Like that Chinese takeout, the MK1 version looks really dope. Like it's a good looking cap. I didn't want to get rid of it in the first place, but again, we had duplicates, and I had to move the drill. The monitor just it was okay. It wasn't the greatest. That BOE just beats it. But yeah. Senor says, when are we modding Star Wars to Star Wars Trilogy? That would be mind-blowing insane. So I would need like guys like B Kong in the building. I'm sure P-Dubs Arcade Loft has done it. I'm trying to think. Even PD7 did that mod from Buy Stuff. I mean, that would literally, that's like my dream cab. I would love to have that cab to the corner arcade. OTG says, what's weird is having X-Men marquee on an MVC2 cabinet. Come on, Danny. Oh, well, thank you very much. Mrs. Corner Cake coming in hot with the drink. Did you want to say hi to everybody? Okay, so I got Mrs. CC just sitting in front. Did you want I can mic you up. No, okay. Okay, so we got. Okay, so this is a dream come true. My wife is supporting me. She's chilling right next to me. She's doing a grocery order. So that's pretty exciting. But okay, let's catch up with the chat here. Okay, hold on. Because I got distracted here. OTG says that's weird. Is having an X-Men marquee on an MVC2 cabinet? Well, I don't know. The whole thing is just a hodgepodge mess that they got going on there. I can't. You actually love the story. I appreciate that. Yeah, Mrs. Colacade. I love it, Mrs. Colacade. Yeah, I mean, come on, you gotta have a nice cold Coke. This is a staple of playing in the arcades and having fun. Either that or an Arnie Palmer. You know how I guys love my Arnie Palmer. Zod is dying. He said, I have a feeling X-Men 97 is going to become a collector's item like that god-awful Kith cabinet. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Did you guys like that stream that we were hanging out? I know you're not going to be able to hear Miss Cornercade with my mic. But honey, she wants to order ice. Yeah. Okay, so Zero Redux says it's DoorDash time. What's open? Crying face. Hold on, it's a Thursday night, so no. So she says Crumble is open and they have amazing options right now. But yeah, we were ordering some Culver's ice cream and stuff, and I just slapped a burger on there because you know me, I'm a fatty. But we were playing in the arcade and just chilling and eating. That was a fun stream. When I upgrade the camera, we'll be able to do like this desk setup hopefully on the stream because we'll have this nice camera here as a secondary camera, or I should say first camera for the stream. So that'd be really fun, guys. I cannot wait for that. Jason says, buy Mrs. Colacade a sensibly priced cookie. Honey, what did you say that you were said? What did you want to do for a super chat? What did you say? I forgot. It was today.
Oh, because I wanted Krispy Kreme and coffee tomorrow, and I said the community would help me out.
Okay, so my wife wanted Krispy Kreme and coffee tomorrow, and she said the community, I'm sure, will help her out. I was laughing when she said that at the store. They got her back for sure. Chilling and chomping. Yeah, that's right. We're walking and we're talking, we're squatting and we're speaking, and we're chilling and chomping. I love it, guys. Yeah, I mean tonight's show, it's a little bit slower show, guys. There's not much Arcade1up news going on again. Yeah, coffee tomorrow. You smell what I'm cooking, OTG. We got something planned for you guys. We're gonna have some fun for sure, guys. That's a hint. Coffee and donuts are always a winning combo, 100%. I guess so. You guys saw that. What was that post? That Golden Tea Deluxe that they showed the XL picture, which was so funny. Was $4.99. Does Wayfair price match? Does anybody know in the chat here? Does Wayfair price match? Let me know. We're gonna wait for that, honey. You could always play the games while you're.
I have to do a grocery.
While you're.
I'm starving, by the way. Looking at all this stuff is like killing me.
So me and my wife are starving. We should. There's always DoorDash, or we could do. What's his face? We could make fajitas. That was what was on. Yes, chaotic BPR is in the house. He said, "Don't forget, squat and speak is my tag." Like 100%. I got that straight from you, my guy. Straight from you. Yeah, OTG's like, there's no news. Get out of here. For everybody. OTG loves to chat. OTG loves to chat so much. It's almost like he should be on. Or chaotic, if you want to come on, let me know, guys. We're just chilling tonight, man. I got you guys for a couple more minutes here. If you want to chill, we can extend the show a little bit. Mrs. CC's in the house. Otherwise, we're just gonna shut her down and start playing the arcade. That is what we do, guys. We play the arcades. We love the arcades. Miss Corner Kid, let me ask you, and then I'll answer for you. Too, so the chat really can't hear you. But so does the double coin door now? Does that? Oh, Jesus!
It was bothering me initially.
Guys,
I questioned it, and then I was like, just let it go, Katie.
Why did you guys put that in? Why did you guys put that in our head? Yeah, why did you guys get that back in our head, guys?
Simple. We just have to get sheet wood and vinyl it, and then we have an extra coin door for something else. Yeah.
All right, I'm opening up the panel, guys. We're gonna have fun for a little bit. Yeah, there's no real news, guys. We're just chilling. We're just chilling and we're chatting. OTG, yeah. Why'd y'all do that? You did that, buddy. You did that. You started this. Everything was fine. I was finally done modding. I took a hacksaw to the kick plate and I was done with it. But now we got to do all this other bologna sausage now. T-Press says, bro, I know it's not really your thing, but what do you think of the retro shooter submachine gun? That thing looks dope. So I saw that off of P-Dub's channel, and I'm like, oh my god, how cool would that be to like play Big Buck Hunter with, or like Time Crisis? I thought it was gonna be more expensive than what it is. I know 2 guns for like $317 or something like that. Not that bad. That thing looks dope though. Looks dope. Speaking of looking dope, we got a fella that's in the house that looks pretty dope himself. It's Zod Rider, dude. What is going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Danny? Corner Kid, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm just living the dream one day at a time, my guy.
I mean, you are, man. You totally have your wife supporting you, in this grand hobby. You guys look like you do it all together in the best way, and that's awesome, man. That's one of the things that like makes your podcasts and your live streams so appealing, bro. Always so positive.
I appreciate that. Like it's very easy, like in the world that we live in, to be negative, and that's with anything. That's like, take home arcade out of it. Like, it's very easy to be negative in this space too. Like, even just at work or with your family, your life. But it's like I made a commitment to like look at the world like half full instead of half empty. Like anybody can criticize and cut somebody down, but every time I always said this. So check this out. Okay, I know it's cheesy, but I'm gonna tell my kids this when they get older. Every time you point the finger at somebody, you got 3 pointing back at yourself.
That's
So
for
what can
sure.
you do 3 times more to not blame somebody else, but take blame upon yourself to make the world better? And that's what I always looked at. I said, listen, life's too short. I ain't got time for that, dude. Like, we're gonna have fun. Like, I can sit here and cut people down on the podcast.
Okay, here's the thing, dude. You got 85 million Arcade1up cabinets, dude. You're living the dream. You've turned your house into an arcade. You know, I mean, that's the best way to be, man. I'm in a small place. I've got a few cabinets, and I'm happy with what I got. And I'm like you. I'm not looking to really add anything else. And the idea of moving stuff out makes more sense than bringing more stuff in, to be honest with you. So that's, I don't know what you're going to do. You said you got room for 2 more?
Technically speaking, now, honey, do we technically have room for 2 more, right?
We technically have room.
She's looking around. She's like, we technically have room for like 10 more.
Well,
I'll just
it
knock down
was
this
funny.
wall.
It was funny because
Now,
my dad came by my apartment one day, Danny, and he was like,
that's right. The Connor kids.
Yeah.
Or is it the Partycade? Which one? Mom?
She hold on. She wants to put like party cades on the wall, so he can,
Just in that area.
no. There's a shelf there now.
Oh, no way.
I would put a Partycade on my bathroom door.
Zod's on the show now. He said he put a party cane on his bathroom door.
Yeah.
We can just put him on all the
because my dad was over by my apartment not too long ago, and he walked in the bathroom. He said, if you really wanted to push it, you could fit another arcade in the bathroom. I was like, yeah, you're right. You actually could. I mean, it would, but I don't know, man. There's only so much space, and unless you're gonna like knock a wall down, you got to get rid of a couple of cabs. I mean, because I'm sure there's gonna be some newer ones that you really, really want. Like, man, what's one cabinet that if you had to get rid of all of your cabs, you would keep this one? What's that one cabinet for you?
Well, that's hard because you go down. I've learned a lot through this hobby. Like I've heard of Centipede, but I never really actually played it. And then when you play Centipede, you're like, shit, this is actually really fun. Like, but I think just like from my childhood, I guess I would probably say like it's Sega Star Wars trilogy. Just playing those 3 games, I think I had a blast playing that. The graphics for its time was unreal. I mean, they're good now. Still, like they're still like they still hold up today. But yeah, 100%. Like I'm trying to get rid of Joust because I know Golden Tee Deluxe is on its way. So that would be one. Like you got to have a limitation of like, okay, can I play comfortably in the arcade, or is it just like a horde fest now? But yeah, if I had like a basement, I said this like numerous times, we would have like 50 arcades in there. We'd have reskins, and it would be fun. It'd be like a real arcade essentially. Not that this isn't, but it would still be really fun.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of got to consider it after you get so many. You got to almost consider it like a real arcade at that point. I mean,
yeah, I mean the 5-year plan, guys. We have a 2 and a 4-year-old right now, and Mama Bear is staying at home to watch them because daycare is literally like $3,000 a month. And nobody can afford that. So, my daughter's going to go to school. She's going to start going to school next year, which is insane to me because I feel like she was born like last week. But she'll start to go to school. Then my son will follow suit. Make sure he has an Arcade1up hat when he goes to school. But then my wife will start working, and our kind of 5-year plan is to get a house. So I know is there a smile on Mrs. Cornercate's face on there?
No, I'm looking at
She's looking at appetizers because she's doing a grocery order. Okay, so
hey,
I know that's
I'm
our
doing
plan.
the same thing. I'm bonding with both of you because I'm sitting here starving too, trying to figure out if I want to cash in on the free burritos.
Oh yeah, you got to do that, man. Qdoba had it lit today. I got 2 of those.
I'm trying to figure out how it works because I'm on Grubhub, and Taco Bell is saying free burritos, but they're not telling you how you get the free burritos. I'm like,
I thought for us, I thought Taco Bell said a buy one get one like 50% off or something, but Grubhub could be different. We got it through just a direct. We got it through
Googled burrito
the Qdoba app.
okay,
That's where we
all
got
right.
it through. So we just went direct through them, and then we
Okay.
just went to pick it up
But
because it's
then
right
you
next to
but
my
then
house.
you said you started talking about making fajitas, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that too. That'd be good.
Yeah, see,
Make like a quesadilla or something. I
be
mean,
lit.
what's the problem? But no, for me, you know, if the one cabinet that I'm gonna keep no matter what happens, OTG mentions it in the chat. The Danny, have you seen the Bobby Vucade that Zod has? Yeah, Bobby Vu made me a Mortal Kombat bar top cabinet that is literally, it's like my prized possession. He made it, it's Mortal Kombat, it's got the Mortal Kombat artwork, it's got a, you know, a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus in it, it's got all arcade games. It's really great. Like if I was really gonna, if I had to get rid of everything arcade wise that I had, that would be what I would keep,
Yeah,
because
that's dope.
it's brilliant.
I wish I had like a multi-cade. I mean, I have one like in the MVSX with a high-low hack, but it's not. It has like
I
everything
love the
Capcom and
MVSX. You
yeah,
know, I play my MVSX probably. I'd say I played the Bobby Vucade the most, but then I play the MVSX probably second, because that's got a lot of stuff. And the high-low hack has gone through so many different variations. I don't know if you got the one that I have that has RetroArch built into it, where you can play NES games, you can play Sega Genesis games, you can play Super Nintendo games.
yeah, I have that one. Yeah, they have like a
Yeah,
bootleg Mario on there. It's like, what is
you
this?
can play all kinds of things. The thing is, the high-low hack is just so wonderful, having all of the Neo Geo games in one place. You know,
Yeah,
those guys were brilliant with what they created. I mean, in the MVSX was way ahead of its time anyway, with the 50 games right out of the box. I mean, nobody's been able to do anything like that. You know, when's Arcade1up going to come out with a cabinet that gives you 50 games out of the box?
yeah, that'd be dope. Like that'd be.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for like 16 at this point, to kind of step it up from the 14 that we've kind of just been accustomed to. Boofman has a comment here. He says, "I'm surprised you don't have an At Games Legend Ultimate with coin ops." So
I do
here's
have
the
coin ops. I have the At Games Legends. But the one I have the ultimate, the pro, the gamer pro, the deck, the big deck with the, you know, and it comes with the puck. And then I've got the, you know, the USB sticks where, you know, with coin ops on it. And it's a lot of fun, but I'm not gonna buy a whole other cab.
yeah, that Legends Ultimate's like it's just huge. It takes up a lot of space, and I wasn't a big component of just like sinking all my eggs in a basket of having it. Like literally took the room of like two Arcade1ups. But the community did give
You could have
me.
got the mini. You could have got the mini though.
Yes, that is true. There was a time where like the mini was on sale, and I think the At Games Legends like HD pinball was like $200. I had it in my cart, and I foolishly said no because I was still young in this space. I didn't know, and I just didn't know, and I should have just bought it and just
You and me both,
returned it.
because I had no interest in pinball whatsoever, Danny. And then Phil did the PD7. He did his video on the mini pinball machine
Yeah, yeah,
from At Games, and I was like, well, that mini one would be okay for just somebody just casually, you know, interested in pinball, because I have no interest in pinball. I hate pinball. So I'm like,
mhm,
if I'm gonna, you know, just play some casual pinball, that would be cool.
yeah,
But like, yeah, you know, with At Games, I'm a little bit frustrated with the direction At Games has kind of taken their company. I don't know what's going on with them, but it seems like now they're kind of nerfing all the bring your own game options with the latest firmware updates for their devices and things. And
yeah,
I've just gotten to the point where anytime I play it, I make sure that I don't update, because if you update, you're going to lose the ability to
mhm,
do coin ops and all that stuff. So you have to be very, very, you know, you have to be very, very careful with At Games. And they
yeah,
try to sneak it in there every time you boot up into the OS. They try to get you to update.
Yeah, did you want to update real quick?
It's so bad, Danny. If you see it, it's almost like it's a practice that's thrown in there to trick you because they know that they're getting rid of all these features that people like. So I kind of got fed up with that games.
Well, I do. So the community gifted me an At Games Legends puck thing
Oh yeah.
that I actually do have hooked up to my TV. So I also got coin ops. They also somebody gifted me coin ops as well. So I got to put the two and two together. I have the instructions. I think Thumper Squid sent me the instructions. And then I'm gonna see if I can get coin ops essentially just on my TV in bed in my bedroom. We still have to put two and two together. There's like 14 steps on how to do it. It kind of looked a little confusing, but then we had all these like mod projects going on and stuff. And the arcade comes first. Like that's fun time, but the arcade stuff comes first. And obviously, making the videos for that. But I think during the 7 day stretch that I have off of work, I think we're gonna be able to put that together because I was playing the
It's
snack
not
games on it.
hard. It's not hard.
Okay.
The because you can if you've already got the USB, you've already got the software on the USB sticks.
We got like 2 USB sticks, yeah.
Yeah, and you got the you're probably good to go, man. You'll
Just
be
stick
all
them
right.
in and let it roll.
You should. Did somebody do it for you? They made you the.
Yeah, somebody had them already, and they're like, "Hey, you can take it." It's just like they were saying it was too slow or something like that, and they just said, "You're good, you can have it." I was like, "Okay,
Oh,
sweet, let me try it out."
Coin ops is fun, man. You too will enjoy coin ops, man.
Yeah, because essentially this will replace like we had a Nintendo Switch in the bedroom, so this will replace it. So I'm hoping there's a lot of value,
It's
in
well,
that.
it'll be
Where
depending on what you got. It's arcade games and like retro console games like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, that kind of stuff. It's not as advanced as say like some of these hacks that where you can run stuff up to like Dreamcast and all that. It's not quite that advanced, but it will play all your classic arcade games and stuff.
yeah,
So you'll
that's
be
that's
able
the main
so you'll
beef.
be
So
able to
like,
play all your main
yeah,
arcade game type stuff that you like.
that's what I'm down for. Just all if it's just like MAME, just that's it. That's all
Yeah,
I care about. I don't.
all the MAME stuff is on there.
Great. Yeah.
I don't think the At Games puck, the regular one, the green one that we have is powerful enough to run like say Killer Instinct. But up to about that point, pretty much all your arcade classics and stuff will run flawlessly. You won't have any issues. And I don't know what controllers you're going to use. Like I use the Legends, stick deck that came with mine, but you could literally use any controller. Like if you have an
Yeah.
Xbox
I was
controller,
gonna get a couple of Xbox controllers. Yeah, that
yeah,
was the other thing. It's like, oh, I gotta buy these controllers now. It's like I'd rather just buy like a deck, for the
or,
arcade.
or,
But
or like an arcade deck,
yeah,
like a fight stick, and
yeah.
connect the fight stick, and you'd be good too. An arcade stick, you know.
So we'll see. It's coming up. We'll probably me and the wife will sit down and we'll figure out something.
Oh yeah, Coin Ops Legends on the PC is really good too on the PC. And that's the other thing you could do. Another great option, Danny, is like a mini PC with a PC version build of Coin Ops. It is fantastic.
Okay. This is all new to me. The modding was new to me. Putting light up coin doors is like, oh my god, like, I was a very just like stock kind of guy, but something that we've kind of just learned. And credit to Mrs. Cornercade for pushing and really, she was the engine behind everything. Was putting the industrial Lorenzo buttons in. We put it in our X-Men. With new wires, cherry micro switches, like it's a world of difference. And
Oh, absolutely.
I encourage anybody who has a fighting arcade one up, like a Killer Instinct, a Street Fighter, anything, Mortal Kombat, to do that mod, to put those in. I mean, Jesus Christ, we want to do Dig Dug, like, because it would be more performance based, it would be better. And just the feel of clicking it down is tenfold better than what those mushy buttons were. And you truly don't know it until you have them side by side and you actually click, and you're like, wow, that's what I've been missing.
Yeah, I had the same viewpoint with like the MVSX. I was like, I'll get the the Neo Geo quality buttons and sticks for that because that you want to have the best experience. I mean, come on, Danny, we pay enough for these arcade machines, and you would think that these companies would be willing to provide us with, better buttons and sticks. We've only been asking for better buttons and sticks since the inception of this home arcade hobby. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, literally, I think it costs us $50, and obviously it's going to depend on a lot of things. It's going to depend on how many buttons you're going to do. I mean, we did them all. We did the live button, we did the coin up button. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I wanted that like solid look, very meticulous with how I see things. I mean, they're smaller like buttons, but they're way better. Chrissy said, Danny, can you post all these links to where you got this stuff from? 100%. I'll have Miss Corner Kate sitting below me. She's already on it, so she'll post that up in the chat. If I scroll up here, I know Peter McNabb was shouting for Asteroids Deluxe cab. I think that's coming. That's on our list, guys, and we'll touch on that for sure as we creep further into the year. But that's on the list of our 2024 predictions list. People are saying like, "Hey, we want those multiple game cabinets." Danny had it. It's called the Atari 50th, and it is listed as long as an 18-year-old whore in a whorehouse. Yeah. So that got listed immediately. It wasn't for us.
Well, did it have a bunch of Atari 2600 games on it? Like literally, like arcade, like
Yeah.
the old cartridge, old 2600 games from the late 70s and early 80s. That's what it had on it.
Yeah, it just I guess it came from their giant Atari stick that they did. They just took those
Oh
games
my
and they put it on the
God.
50th. So it wasn't what I thought it was. It just didn't. It would have been cool if they had like the reimagined games on there. I think it was like 4 or 5 reimagined games that they put that on there.
Did you think about possibly modding it and just like gutting it and doing your own thing with it?
No, and the reason why was, I stated this in the video. So I'm 6 foot. I'm just an average adult height. There
Okay.
was based off how the cabinet was designed, how it like kind of comes at you. There's like some screen cut off. So you remember like the legacies of the Street Fighter and the Mortal Kombat with those angel wings. It's
Yeah.
kind of like that. You had to sit down to play this cab, and that I feel like we're backtracking, and that's where Arcade1up has got to really get their hands on these things and physically test them to they'd be able to see that in a heartbeat. And there were some problems with the like Asteroids, for example. That game, the score was cut off about halfway. So, and that's just on the stock like 14 games that they had. That wasn't even on like the bonus 2600. So you can even see what your score was. You're like, I think it's 700. If I look under here, it just wasn't an enjoyable experience, and it sucked. Like my wife was really excited about that. I'm always excited about every arcade to bring into the corner arcade.
Clearly.
But I sold it for $400. I think I want to say I spent like 137 on it or $173 on it because we sold just a bunch of junk in the garage for like $300. It was on sale at Wayfair. We used an extra 10% off on that, so we got a really good deal on it. So I made out at the end. At the end of the day, I was fine with selling it, and then we were able to do some mods in the arcade and stuff too. So, and thank you, Mrs. Cornercade, to put up the buttons, micro switches, and wires. This is all the stuff that we did. The cool thing about that setup that we got, guys, is the wires plug directly into the cherry switches. So there was no crimping, there was no welding or anything like that. There was nothing. It was just plug, done. So it's super. And hey, Jason too, yeah. I know Jason sent us some stuff behind the scenes as far as like the at games, coin ops, and all that jazz. So he's been helping us out too. So definitely appreciate that. But Johnny Blaze is in the building. What's going on, Johnny? Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. Yeah, so super cool stuff. I mean, how are you doing? Are you guys still so you're not doing your morning nostalgia show, right? It's switching to what, Thursday night?
Yeah, it
or
was
something?
Thursday night. It was just before your show. We finished it up just in time for your show, and then
Dude, let's go.
I shot over here, man. I'm like I got a chance to see Danny live, man. I'm coming, man. I'm on my way.
I love it. I should have brought the rest of the crew on. I didn't know it was Phil there. I was modding during this whole
Oh yeah,
thing.
we were
So
all there. We were all
great.
there. It
Yeah,
was,
because Phil's usually
thanks,
in
Phil.
bed. So yeah, he's an early dude. The dude gets up at like 4 in the morning. It's insane.
Every time he posts a video, I see it first thing when I wake up. And I'm like, this is great. This is like the first thing I watch. It's
Yeah.
a walk and talk, a review, whatever he's doing. I mean, Phil is so good at what he does. puts out, he puts out great content, as we all do. And I honestly feel like this community is just exploding with positivity. We got people like you in the community, man. You come out, you always got a smile. You're always ready to talk positively about this stuff in the face of all the adversity. And that's a great thing to see, man. And that's something to be happy about. It's hard to come into one of your chats and to be negative about anything, because you're just totally like, bringing it all
What
up and making it
I'm
happy
always
time.
like I appreciate the kind words, and I always like I said OTG when he was hosting the show for a while with me. I always say be yourself. Challenge the topic, not the person. Like there's always
I
something.
absolutely love OTG.
Yeah,
He's my guy. OTG is a great dude. Like I always have fun with OTG. It's like whenever me and OTG get together, we can't stop laughing.
oh yeah, he's
It's
dude.
always a lot of fun. So
So
I understand completely.
I made a thumbnail. You guys will see everything tomorrow. Let's just say like that. But I made a thumbnail and I sent it to him. The dude was literally peeing his pants. Like he sent voice chat back to me and he was literally dying. Like it was so funny. But yeah, it's all about having fun, man. About fun and playing the
That's what it's
games. So,
supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to
and
be
we'll
anyway. I mean,
challenge stuff.
I
If Arcade1up does something just bonehead, like not host a weekly podcast show for 30 minutes, like we're gonna critique it. It's a way we want these companies to get better so they can thrive, so we can get the products that we want at the end of the day. There's a lot of like home arcade is dead, Arcade1up died 6 weeks ago. OTG is definitely on that train where Arcade1up is dead. My wife has got like 1 foot on it, 1 foot off of it. Oh no, she's okay. So she just breaking home arcade news. She is there. She says Arcade One
I
Up is dead.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. When they sent out the email about the damn collector cade, I was pretty much like, you know what? That's probably a sign that it's over.
yeah.
I mean, that's pretty clear. Like
Well,
but
yeah,
who
I'll
knows?
go down with the ship and see what happens. But
Now,
yeah, I hope.
listen though, but going down with the ship is fine as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's what it's all about. Just being happy and enjoying yourself. It's about the fun, man. I mean, I
Well,
you know I was
speaking
I was
of
about to do the same thing.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, speaking of being happy, we got T Press here. He says, "Bro, I swear this is the second time you made me DoorDash in the middle of the night. Now feed Mrs. Corner Cake, God damn it, that's hilarious." She's on board with that, dude, for sure. The night's still young. It's only 10:30 here. We are Central Time.
Yeah,
Jason Little Alien says,
it's early enough to get some tacos and burritos up in here.
"Yeah, for real. It's always time for that." Jason says, "MK Spectate was your sign." Dot dot dot. Yeah, I don't know where it's. I mean, they paid the money to develop it. It's ready to go. I don't know what they're waiting for
Who
to
was
release
doing
it.
it? Was it going to be Code Mystics who was going
I
to
think
do it?
so. Yeah, I think so. It was like a kind of copy paste
Because
thing.
Code Mystics did the PC version of the Mortal Kombat trilogy with all three games, and they did, and I still play that port from time to time on the computer, and it's done really well. I think they could make Spectate work. I mean, they did it for Killer Instinct, so
Yeah, I mean, I think all games should have spectate. My wife, our Killer Instinct was knocked offline for a while. We got it booted back up. I was actually playing it last night, and I was like, "Oh, look at somebody's challenging me." So I dusted that dude. He backed the hell out immediately, and it was a group of three. So it was me and two other guys, and we just kept rotating. Like, and, if I lost, they would kick me out. They would play. I would spectate, coin up. And she was like, "Wow, that's really interesting, like how that is." And I explained how the quarter on the glass thing, like in a real arcade, and I kind of just went down like this is a kind of a simulation of that just online. And I said, it'd be dope if you had that for NBA Jam, for NFL Blitz. I mean, it went on and on and on. Like that would be really cool. They should really have it for everything. That would be definitely dope. Um, Jason the Alien here is worried about Zod Rider's neck. Do we have a
on my
chiropractor
neck.
in the chat? Because he's got to
No,
turn in, I think, to see
no,
the camera.
oh yeah, because of where my camera's located versus it kind of when I come into this type of stream, it always puts me at a weird angle where when I use StreamYard, I'm always at the perfect angle so it doesn't look like I'm straining to see my camera. But yeah. Thanks for the
Yeah.
concern, Jason. I'm
Yeah,
all
right.
right.
We're here for you. um, but yeah, so we got Johnny Blaze says, is Spectate out for MK now? No, it's done. Like from the rumblings that I've heard, it is done. But Arcade1up is waiting. I don't know if they're trying to get the last bit of bugs fixed with it,
And there's
or they're
probably going to be a
waiting
new
to release
cab
it
that
with
they're going to do.
or they're really waiting to release it with a said, deluxe
A deluxe.
Chinese version MK1 kind of thing,
It'll be a deluxe or an
an
XL.
XL. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, that's definitely another conversation for another time down the road. We'll see. It should be soon rather than later. Something like a Golden Tee Deluxe coming out. It's like, where's Arcade1up? With that leak, why can't they come out and just say, hey, I know it got leaked early, but that's okay, guys. We're gonna bring you to the community. We're gonna bring you Golden Tee Deluxe. Here's what you have to look forward to. Something, just something. Or why can't they get ahead of it to where if they know the information has been released to said Wayfair or whatever, and they bought it, they know it's ready to roll. Why wouldn't you just host a show or tweet on your Twitter saying, "Hey, look, this is coming out." Kind of like what they did with NFL Blitz, how we all knew it was NFL Blitz, but they had like a sheet over the cabinet and it was like a football field in the background, like something like that. Like they
And
used to do that kind of
didn't they
stuff.
announce it during basketball time too? And that's what threw everybody off. Like,
Hold on one second. What did you say, honey?
Didn't they come out right away after the time crisis leak?
Okay, so she asked real quick. She said, didn't they come out right away when the time crisis got leaked? Do you guys remember that? I don't remember that.
yeah,
So did they, or
I thought they did.
I thought they did because they
is that right? Or said I thought they did?
I
Yeah.
thought they did because they didn't want they were trying to hide that when it got leaked, didn't they? Like
So
they
so yeah, she was saying. So where are they? So because Arcade1up is dead or what?
Yeah.
See, she's on this kick that Arcade1up is dead.
they might
Get
be.
get her an OTG to host a stream. It'd be great.
They might be dead, but the thing is that I was saying at the gaming classic you're gonna have Cyrus there selling casino cades out of the trunk of his car.
Just
I
to get
mean
rid of them.
it's just to get rid of them because they've got an
$100 a
over.
pop.
Those will be you'll be seeing people posting pictures from Ollie's with all the pallets
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
casino cades right next to all the NFL blitzes that they didn't sell.
Yeah, the Simpsons looks like that one sold out. I scored on that deal. It was fun. Deals are fun, man. Like B Kong said, news, giveaways or events and sales. So
Mhm.
news being like new cabinets coming out, sales and events are what gets this community up and ready to spend their money and gets them excited. And Arcade1up's not doing any of those so far.
Yeah, that's what makes it bizarre. We're like in April, and we've really heard next to nothing about anything new. Really, the newest cabinet is what? X-Men 97, and that's not even a new cab. That's a reskinned Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So we're kind
Yeah.
of
And you're gonna see a lot of that. I know a lot of people like weren't really too excited about Golden Tee. I mean, we've said this before, and based off their relationships with said licensors and companies, I mean, I would love to see an Outrun Deluxe. That's probably not going to happen. But guys, I'm dead serious when I say this. Look to see a Ridge Racer Deluxe. I mean, I feel like that's already getting printed now.
they should go for broke and
And
just do a Daytona because that's what everybody wants.
well, isn't that a Sega title? Because I don't think they're doing anything with Sega. I think Sega is kind of with their own self now. Because I know they were re-releasing like Crazy Taxi and all this cool stuff, but I don't think they're with Jason Lillian is put a point here. What companies are kind of they haven't released anything Konami.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
haven't done all these. That's part of the reason why we brought the X-Men back and made our own X-Men Deluxe. Have you seen the pictures, Zod? You've seen our pictures of our X-Men Deluxe. We just finished it tonight. And then Simpsons Deluxe is on the horizon now that we're gonna be doing. And like I said, I wanted to soft mod that to bring like Sunset Riders to that, Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I would love to play that game. I actually
Oh
haven't played that
yeah.
game,
I mean,
but I've
it's
seen.
nice to have all these soft mod
Yeah.
options. I loved doing that with the mystery encoder mod for the countercade. I was ecstatic at how easy it was to do, and then you plug the USB stick in directly to the USB port on the side, and you're good to go. You got all these games. It's wonderful, man.
Yeah, I love that's the mods that I love. I told Mystery Encoder Direct, I said, less is more, easy is better. And I said, you got to do it for the person, like the grandma that wants to get into this. You got to do it for them. It's just got to be as plain and simplistic as
Oh yeah, I
possible,
couldn't get any
so
more
everybody
simplistic
can
with
do it.
the Hilo hack with the MVSX. That was another one that was
That
like a
was the
super
easiest. It was
simple
I plugged the
of
thumbnail
all
in, I did the
time.
update, and that's it. It was great. Great. Yeah, that was like the mod of all time. I'm like, dude, every mod needs to be like this. Yeah, that'd be cool. So we'll see. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Like I said, when Arcade1up comes out with some stuff, hopefully we'll be able to talk about it and it'll be some fun. Until
But
then,
you're not. But
you're
you're
gonna see
not
us
getting
modding.
X-Men. But you're not getting X-Men '97, huh?
No, I mean, I would. There's really no point.
I can understand.
I could see like if it was on like a deal, like I got the Dynamo behind me for $2.99.
Now
So
that'd
I
be
could
a
see if
good
it,
deal for X-Men. If the X-Men
yeah.
'97 goes down to $2.99, I bet you they'll sell a lot of caps.
And I would do that only to get rid of the riser. Maybe I replace it with like an MVC2 marquee. I think that would look dope. And then I have that control panel. All the goal is to have all the no plastic deck protectors kind of thing. So light up coin doors, no plastic deck protectors in the corner cave. That's our goal. We started it with we actually started with Big Buck Hunter was the first one that came out that had no deck protector on it. I mean, completely unnecessary, but hell, let's do it. Then the Dynamo behind me, that one came out. So that was the second one. Then we started doing the control panel mod. So the one behind me, Blitz, that's another one. It's got that real vinyl on there that won't wear off. X-Men was now like cab number 3, and then we're gonna do it with Simpsons. So I would like to continue that role of, hey, let's not take a step backwards, Arcade1up. Let's take a step forward. Let's light up all the coin doors on all these arcades going forward. And let's get rid of the deck protectors. That would be my two requests, other than new titles, obviously. But you're gonna look to see this year. You're gonna look to see a lot of duplicates. So whatever we have a list that we comprised up a couple shows ago, but it's going to be a lot of the rehash into the deluxe form factor. They want to get everything on the deluxe form factor, so people can rebuy these cabs to kind of change their arcade, and they can get double the sales off of
Well,
stuff they already
I
have.
will
So
say this, Danny, that X-Men '97 cabinet is not for us. Okay, it's for
no,
the people that are into X-Men that have never bought an Arcade1up cabinet. Like you kind of mentioned that a little bit briefly earlier, but it really is for that audience. They're thinking because of the success of X-Men '97, it's universally popular at this point, that they're going to be able to move these cabinets just based on that alone. And
yeah.
I think that's a good strategy.
I mean,
To be honest,
there's something to it. I mean, we in the community will just sit there and kind of laugh. It's like, come on, Cyrus, bro, what the fuck are you doing, man? But the strategy works. There was a guy at work that I work with. He bought his first Arcade1up. So
nice.
shout outs to Ramsey for doing that. But part of it is me always chirping in his ear like, dude, this is the one. Go get that one. Go get that one. But he bought X-Men '97, and he's never owned an Arcade1up before. He probably has space for maybe 2 or 3 in his place. His like gaming room that he has. He's got the PS5, the couch, big TV and stuff. But that would be like an accent piece. I'm like, dude, you're gonna like it. Like, you're gonna have fun, and I think it's a really good value for what it is, being $100 less than the current MVC2. So he was really excited about that. I'm still trying to get him to have that sent to my house so I can do an unboxing live for you guys. That'd be so dope, but we'll see. But yeah,
Yeah, you could unbox it and basically build it for him.
Yep.
And then he could take it home and plug and play.
Yeah,
we did. You make it real easy on him.
Exactly. We did that for our friend with the casino cade. So we got a chance to have it for a few hours before he took it, and we did that. That was pretty fun. But yeah, for like him, I'm like, you're gonna be really happy with that. So that's what that cab is targeted for. It's not targeted for us. And I was always under the impression of Arcade1up, you can re-release and do funky Oreo Pac-Man cabs all day. I don't care. Do it all day. But come out with like 3 to 4 new titles a year where you're hitting both targets. Why only spray to one zone instead of spraying the both zones where you can get everybody in the community happy, because you can come out with that BS all day and I could pick up said re-release of Golden Tee, Ridge Racer and whatever. And I also got my new Smash TV cab and I got a track and field cab. Like I'm pretty ecstatic for this year. And then for the XL people, they get their 1XL cab. That's kind of like that would be kind of like the goal is to, maximize. I would love to know what titles they own and what titles they're actually able to do. Because then that's 2/3 of the puzzle, and then it's just like, hey, a retailer just got to pick it up because there could be some titles like we've always talked about, like House of Dead or whatever, but their hardware might not be able to hold that. Where it's like that's just
Well,
pie in the sky.
that's absolutely true. I mean, they're basically all their PCBs are basically a system on a chip. They don't have the capability to do all that. They would
Yeah,
have to upgrade their hardware to be able to run some of this other stuff like House of the Dead and all that. You'd have to have, and that's not cost effective for them. Part of the reason they've been able to be so successful is because everything that they put out now is able to run on on the standard PCB that they currently use.
It's what they've made. So like the reason why the Dynamo cab behind me was able to be $299 was they've already made their money on Street Fighter. It's all gravy from there.
Yeah.
So that's what it's like. Some people don't understand. Once they make their money on said title, it's all pure profit from there. So you can sell it at a cheaper price where somebody would probably buy it. Like I bought it. I already had like 3 Street Fighter cabinets. I'm like, dude, that's an incredible deal. I'm gonna buy it. If it was $499, I probably would have passed.
All we
Or
need
I
now
would've
is a partycade. We could put that,
Yeah.
mount that to the door. Mount
Yeah,
that to the
exactly.
front door. There you go.
But yeah, so that's where the headspace is at. And if OneUp, like for example, I would love Golden Tee to come out at $399, Golden Tee Deluxe. Even $499, I'll take the $599 price point. Okay, whatever. But if they would have made their money on it, maybe they could have saved us $100. I always do this notion out there that let's say you have a cab at $499. First week it comes out for pre-order, it's $100 less. It's $399. It gives you an incentive to pre-order. Otherwise, there's no incentive because there's just going to be a sale. Time Crisis was on sale. I think it was like 4 weeks after it was released, and I don't know the right sale. I think maybe it was like $150 off or something. I mean, like for a YouTuber like myself, I'm going to get it day one because I'm trying to bring you guys content. But for the average Joe that's buying these arcades, I'd have been getting pissed. I'd have been like, dude, I just bought this thing and now it's like $150 cheaper or something. So like that's where it's like these things are gonna go on sale. So you just play the waiting game. There's no incentive to pre-order. And I said if you could do $100 off like you were doing with the Dynamo cap, I think there's more incentive. Like much like X-Men 97, hint hint, it's supposed to go back to $599, but it's at $499 for pre-order. Do that stuff, and I think you get a lot of people pre-ordering. But I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Thank you for hopping on the back half of the show, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me come on, man. I've been wanting to chop it up with you, man, and we gotta make plans. I gotta get you and Mrs. Cornercade on late night Q&A with Zodrider coming up. We gotta do that
100%. 100%.
You guys are awesome.
We'll definitely do that.
I'm gonna go order some food just like you guys.
Yeah, we got Zodrider ordering food right now.
Some fajitas, man. All right.
Yeah, definitely. That's great. What did you say, honey? She said that's a problem. We're the only ones not eating. Well, we're gonna fix that, guys.
You guys are about
because we are gonna wrap up the show, guys. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, having fun, kicking at the corner cave. We got some nostalgia power in the house. We just need where's the bad guy, PD7 and Jester Tester. We need those guys in the house too.
Yeah, you gotta do it, man. You're doing this is a party when you pull this kind of stuff, man.
100%, man. Guys, final thoughts, Zod. Do you have final thoughts on the show at all?
Final thoughts, man. Good luck with the mod.
That's right.
It's
we're on the mod train. So guys, Simpsons is looking really sad right now. There's just literally a screen, a marquee, and 2 side panels, but we're gonna get that looking right. That is gonna be my mission. But NBA Jam is gonna come first because that's the one. The 2-player control deck is coming in the house for that. So I'll be really, really excited to get that finalized finally because those 4 players to 2 players just a world of difference at the end of the day. So that's gonna be my mission, and then we're gonna tackle Simpsons, and then hopefully In between that, we'll see a little Golden Tee 3D action. I know my wife is really excited about that, bringing bowling back to the arcade. We're going to have a lot of fun, guys. But please, guys, if you enjoyed this content, please leave a comment down below. Give this video a like on your way out, guys. And as always, this is Danny from the Cornercade and Zodwriter here, too, from the Cornercade, guys. And we will see you all in the next one. Peace.